Celebs, they're just like us, or at least they were before they got famous. From Kanye West working at the Gap to Beyonce sweeping floors at a hair salon, these celebs once had jobs that are far from their current glamorous lives. So you can go ahead and feel a little less bad about sitting at that boring desk job right now. I see you, and there's still hope. We're rounding up 7 of the best celebrity jobs before they got famous right here on Listed. First up is our boy Harry Styles. When Harry auditioned for X Factor, where he eventually became part of my favorite boy band of all time, One Direction, R.I.P. He was only 16 years old, and at the time he was a baker in his hometown of Cheshire.
I work in a bakery.
I mean, even back then, Harry could get it. But it seems like Harry hasn't lost his love for bread because he's been back to visit the bakery he used to work at since becoming a huge star. He even put the apron back on and got his hands dirty in the kitchen. I mean, imagine just going to the bakery one day, minding your own business, and having Harry Styles bake for you. I would die. Next on the list is Kanye West, who apparently worked in the clothing industry long before Yeezy was even a thought.
Just like when I used to work at the Gap, bro, you know?
Except before Kanye was famous, he worked at the Gap. He rapped about the experience on his 2004 album College Dropout, and he's talked about it in multiple interviews since. He told Paper Magazine that, quote, "When I was working at the Gap at 15, I don't think I had any desire to actually make clothes, but I always felt like that's what I wanted to be around. I loved the fabrics, I loved the colors, I loved the proportions." And even since he's created 8 seasons of Yeezy apparel, he would still want to go back to his roots and work with the Gap. He told Grazia that, quote, "One of my dreams was to be the head creative director of the Gap. I'd like to be the Steve Jobs of the Gap." Hey, I mean, I'd take some Yeezy-style clothes at Gap prices any day. And like Kanye, some celebs' first jobs are similar to what they do today. YouTuber Shane Dawson actually got his start in content creation at Jenny Craig, of all places.
Hey. Okay, so I'm at work right now. Hard at work, helping people lose weight. It's what I do.
He told Forbes, quote, "I've been making videos forever and I was really fat. I lost a lot of weight when I was 18 on Jenny Craig. I needed a job, so I started working there and quickly got promoted and became manager." Unfortunately, though, he was fired after he uploaded a video of himself pole dancing in the building that he worked in.
I can't really say the company I work for because they'll sue me. I mean, they're already trying to sue me, but they'll probably end up suing me again for it. But the company rhymes with Shmenny Schmreg.
Oh, Shane. But I guess everything happens for a reason because he ended up on YouTube where we still get to watch his videos today. And honestly, thank goodness he got fired because we may not be getting those documentary-style YouTube videos that we know and love. Next up, believe it or not, Beyonce wasn't always living the glamorous life of Queen Bee. I know, I can't believe it either, but way before she was famous, she was a salon floor sweeper at her mom's hair salon in Texas. She told Essence magazine that, quote, "From 6 to 9 years old, I would sing and put on little shows by myself for the woman who wanted a hot press, a curl, and some good conversation. I helped sweep hair off the floor for tips to pay for my season pass to Six Flags." And I already knew I was a Beyonce stan, but now that I know that she loves roller coasters, I'm shook. I'm overwhelmed with my love for my queen. It's honestly hard for me to imagine, though, that one of the most powerful women in music once swept the hair off the floor. I love her humble roots. Pun intended, because hair, you get it. Another celeb who has had some humble beginnings is Chris Pratt, who famously lived out of his van before he was a huge celebrity. He shared this pic on his Facebook page and wrote, quote, "Can't believe I found this picture. That is the van that I lived in." He was also a waiter where he did literally anything to get by.
I'd been busted so many times eating off people's plates that they were like, "You have to stop doing that. Like, it's really, really bad."
But it was actually while he was waiting tables that he got his big break into acting. He had a conversation with Ray Dawn Chong, and she ended up casting him in a movie. So this is just proof that you never know who you're gonna meet and when. Your life could change in an instant. I should probably start getting out of the house more. No one's gonna discover me sitting on my couch watching reruns of Parks and Rec. Anyway, not all celebs' jobs before they were famous were boring. Some have really cool other skills, like Lili Reinhart. And if you're just a casual Riverdale fan, I bet you had no idea that she is a seriously talented special effects makeup artist. Scroll back on her Instagram and you will be amazed. She's been dabbling with full faces of crazy makeup since 2013. Her abilities are seriously impressive. She even collaborated on her fellow Riverdale star Madelaine Pesh's YouTube channel to show off her skills. And close your eyes for a second if you don't like blood, because this looks like really realistic.
Okay, she's bringing out the big guns now. Daddy's here. Bottle of blood. He is not playing around.
This is what ends up making the wound look the most realistic.
Damn, Lily, do you think we could get some YouTube tutorials? We want to see those skills, girl, and we want to learn your ways. And last but certainly not least, we all know Cardi B was a stripper before she got famous, but you might not know before that she was a full-time cashier at a market in New York City. Like Shane, Cardi also ended up getting fired from this job, and if those two got fired, I think I definitely feel less bad about getting fired from the frozen yogurt shop I worked at in high school for taking some selfies in the bathroom. Cardi was fired for giving one of her coworkers a big discount, which, come on, that's not so bad. That's actually kind of nice. But when she was fired, one of the store managers suggests she might be better suited for a different kind of work. Cardi told Fader magazine that, quote, he was like, "You're so pretty and you got a nice body. He told me to go across the street to the New York Dolls, the strip club. That's when I started stripping." So getting fired led to her stripping, which eventually led to her rapping, so I guess we're okay with it. Some could even call it fate. All right, you guys, now I want to hear from you. Are you surprised by any of these celebs' first jobs? And can you believe that Beyonce used to actually sweep the hair off the floor? I'm still shook over that. Get talking about it down in the comment section below. Then make sure to hit that subscribe button and feel free to hit the bell so you're notified every time we post. Then when you're done, click right over here for a brand new video and give this one a big thumbs up. Thanks for hanging out with me here on Clevver News. I'm Danny Golub, and I'll see you next time.